I just want to make a few quick points. I want to agree with all the previous speakers. And the one common word, common denominator, has been consistency with planners. And, Minister, I have to say this, not your fault, what we have done in this country, and I blame fellows like him and the Green Party, fellows like that come down to Mayo and come down to Cork and come down to Kerry and they want to build a holiday home. And the minute they build the holiday home, they don't want anyone beside them. And they're objecting. We had objections from John Leary. We had objections from Wicklow. We had objections from Germany to local people. This date, this week, is 100 years old. We signed the treaty. Well, I tell you, Minister, if you don't do something with local authorities, and if you don't do something with planners, and we have inconsistencies with planners, we have some of them trained in Belfast, we have some of them trained in Dublin, and there is no consistency with planners. And you know something? What's happening in this country, Cancurla, and I've got time for you. What's happening in this country now, we have a dictatorship, not a political dictatorship, but a public service dictatorship. And it's gone to such a stage now, they think they're more powerful than you. They actually don't care about the minister anymore, the local authorities. They're just gone out of hand. This government, the last government I was part of myself, I preached it every time at the Cabinet, that these people were gone out of hand. And the Dublin 4 media, and RTE, and all these media people criticising the likes of Deputy Durkin, Deputy Keogh, for making representation for the people that elect us. And they want it left to Antashka. Antashka, they're the ones now that's deciding plannings in this country. Well, I'll tell you now, Cancurla, Minister, I'm starting a campaign in the new year. I have to bite back at me again. I'm ready for fight. And I can tell you one thing. My campaign is going to be, if you, Leo, Micheál Martin, Taoiseach, Taoiseach and government, don't take on the public service, I don't know where this country is going to be. And it's time that a small bit of power came back to the elected representatives. And I'll finish on this line. I'm nearly 26 years here. And Cancurla, I'll ask you a question. And I'll ask the Minister a question. Did you ever see a public servant sacked? Did you ever see a public servant disciplined? Do you know what to do with them? They kind of reward them, put them into an office and get them a bigger office just to get rid of them, so they do, if they're causing trouble. Now, there has to be accountability. If you are working for the private sector, you would be accountable. There is no accountability in the public service. And the county managers, well, you know something, and I know there's fellas here that will lick them, and there's fellas here that love them. But I'll tell you this, it's time the power was brought back to the elected representatives in this country. And you're an elected representative, Minister, and I think you might take this as a joke. If we don't bring power back to the people will take the power off the politicians. And you know, you talked about the Ardcola or the Sinn Féin bringing them to public meetings.
The Army Council.
Well, when the Army Council are on one corner, the public servants on the other corner, it's going to be a hard look for this country, so it is.
It certainly was a very colourful contribution, Deputy Ring, as no more than we'd expect from you. Thank you very much. Now Deputy McAuliffe.
Apart from that being a disgraceful slur on many public servants, the Deputy might want to correct the record. Deputy, I just asked the Deputy to correct the record of the House. The state was not founded 100 years ago. The state was founded when the Republic was declared by the first Dáil, Ceann.
Thank you very much. Well, look, the bottom line is nobody wants to see, or well, I won't say nobody, but the vast majority. Oh no, Deputy, please. The vast majority of us. The vast majority of us do not want to see anybody fired from any job. Please, Deputy Ring. Please, Deputy Ring. No, please. No, please. I know it's very. Deputy, please. It's extremely late, and that possibly doesn't bring out the best in any of us.